Hi everyone, I'm Tegan from Thomastown Textiles and Craft Makerspace. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is on how you can easily do some paper marbling at home using some home ingredients, and we're going to be doing some gift cards. So I've got some examples here of how we've done it previously in the library using all kinds of different paper material. Because paper is fantastic, it comes in a different range. My dog's here in the background, he's helping out. He's a great assistant. So this is what the effect you get on just your regular standard paper. So paper that you find, your usual photocopy paper, that's about 80 GSM. This here is tissue paper, so you see it's really light, and it's probably sitting about, I think it's about 60 GSM. And this was a translucent paper as well, but it's a coated stock. So paper varies. So you've got computer photocopy paper at 80 GSM. It goes up to then your cardstock, which sits at about 300 GSM. Goes up to 600 GSM to 1000 GSM. And what GSM means, it's about how the grain of the paper sits. So the grain folds, and it's how it reads. For this is a cardstock. It's a bit thicker. And the paper that I will be using for today's video is a watercolor paper. And why I use watercolor is because watercolor is a bit more absorbent for the ink. So it'll allow it to go, the pigments of the ink will absorb into the paper a bit faster. Whereas a paper that might be coated, which means it's got a bit of like a surface, the surface of the paper is being treated, means that there's a barrier so the ink can't get into the paper as fast, which means that you're not going to get your color as bright or as and it might actually wipe off. Alright, so let's get started. It's enough about paper. Alright, so this is a very simple one. So this is actually shaving foam is all you need. So the cheaper the shaving foam, the better. And food color, that's it. You probably want to get some gloves on for this. It gets very messy very fast. If you decide you want to do this activity with some kids, I heavily advise that you monitor this activity, because it gets, as you can see, it gets messy very fast. So put your shaving foam down. You want it kind of to go even. So as you can see, it's kind of going all blotchy, and that's where get yourself a scraper, or in my case a piece of card will do. Scrape it so it's nice and smooth. That's all you need. You just need a smooth surface. All your excess. Don't worry about your excess shaving foam. It can go off to the side. Just move that out of the way. So now you can see here on the screen, it's a lot more smoother than what we had it before. This will help with putting your food colors down. So you can buy fluids that are marbling fluids from craft stores, which are fantastic, and they go onto paper. They go onto a water surface. You can also do, there are things online about using oils base and water. There's a lot of different experiments around that you can try with. There is an amazing, there's amazing videos of the Turkish, the UNESCO World Heritage, Turkish heritage listed practice of marbling, and that's fantastic to research and have a look at as well for how they do it and what they use. They use the traditional ingredients that's been passed down from generation to generation and is now considered very valuable to our society as well, and to craft practices as well, and it's revered. So what I'm just doing is I'm just dropping these down, so just one drop at a time, just so I can get the drops in. Once I'm happy with the amount of spread, get something like, this is a chopstick, but you can get like a fork, a knife. Start to do your swirls around. You just have to lightly swirl it. It doesn't have to go crazy deep. That is good enough for how I'm liking this for the moment. The nice thing with the food colour is it does stay in its shape for a while on the surface, whereas when you start to play with actual watercolours and the marbling fluids, it does sink on the surfaces, and so you have to act really fast, especially when you're using the Turkish method. I think from memory they say it's about, when I practiced it, I was shown it, I think it's like, once you do your design, it's about 30 seconds or 60 seconds you have between putting it on the water and then you have to take it off. So put your card down. So what I've done is I've created some cards, and what because I didn't want to just put the marbling down and then that was it, I've got some masking tape, and this is just some blue tape. We've been doing some home renos at home. So this is that kind of painter's tape that you put down on the surface, makes everything so it's easy to peel off. So I've put that onto my cards just to block out, mask off surfaces, so that way I get this nice space where it's white and which isn't going to be covered in the colour. So I'm going to put this down. So you can see when I've lifted it off, it kind of looks a bit like this. I'm going to just I'm going to do the other side as well because I haven't quite got all the side. So because we can see here the colour is still in there, you can do this multiple times. It's not like you've used it once, that's it, it's ruined. And that piece of paper I was using before, it's good now going to come in handy, because what you do is you scrape off all the excess shaving foam. Scrape it off, and what you're left with is your marbling. So put your excess one back into your tray. It can still be used, there's nothing wrong with it, it's okay. You actually get this really cool marbling effect on the side here. Cut it up, use it for a bookmark, use it for something else. You never know when you'll use these kind of scrap pieces of paper if you're a collector of paper like I am. Now I've got my other piece of paper. I'm going to go again, dab it down, lift it off, do the next side, dab it down again, lift it off. So again, we're going to scrape this off. See how we go. Scrape it off. I'm scraping all this back into the same thing. By the way, the tin that I've been using is kind of just like a baking tin. Like, it's got like a little lip around the edge, which helps keep everything on the same surface, which is great. So there we go. It's another one done. These are pretty easy to dry. They don't take too long to dry as well. So in a few seconds, I will take the other one. I'll peel off the top of the other one, and then we'll see how we go with it. It's the first time I've used this type of tape, so usually I'll just use regular masking tape, so we'll see how we go and you can use that at home as well. Alright, let's see. Okay. So I'm getting to the point where there's that one. I probably need to put a bit more colour back onto my foam because I don't really have enough left for the last thing. So I'm going to just quickly put a few more drops of everything in just so we can get the last one done. And then we'll see how it goes. It's really great. You can cut up little little tags, gift tags, like the little ones, and you can even buy the gift tags pre-made at pre-cut up at Kmart. I think they're like $3 a packet or something like that. So you can already do it, and they look really cool, especially for Christmas or gift birthday presents stuff. If you don't want to give traditional style things, they're just a really cool way. You can do this at home. It's really fun and it's just something different. Alright, let's see how this goes now. We'll just I'm doing lots of colour on this. So I think this one's got to look really messy and really splotchy. It's probably got to look a bit 60s abstract, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a bit of abstract expressionness. So let's scoop this off. Oh, it's very psychedelic. It is lovely. Alright, show it to you guys. And that's how we go with that one. That's looking great. Alright, I'm going to take off my gloves now and I will peel off the first one we've done because I'm pretty sure that will be nice and ready for us to have a look at. And peel off the masking tape off it, see how we go. Okay. Okay, so that's how it looks without the masking tape on it. So you can see having that kind of masking tape, it just brings it to a different level. You can play around with the shapes on it, just, you know, add something in. You can do some calligraphy writing in the middle, put your own statement in there like happy birthday, you know, it just gives it a bit of fun. Let's see what the others look like now as well. So I reckon they're all ready. This is also, yeah, just be careful with peeling them off because, like, take your time with peeling. You don't want to rip your paper. Like, this one's a bit more delicate for some reason. This is that one. It ripped a little bit with the paper. I think that was because I was possibly in a bit of a hurry. That's okay. Can come back another time because the and you can see it's got, because of the shaving foam, it's kind of done a really interesting effect. It's kind of gone really blurred in some parts. It's definitely interesting. You compare the two of them. So the very first one is crisp, and then the second one, which is this one, is starting to get a blurred effect. Yeah, it's cool. It's just, you know, you never know. It's just something worth playing around with. We'll try this one. We'll see how this one looks now. that one's turned out alright as well. So that's with a border around it, so that looks really cool as well. It's really abstract. Okay, now let's do our last one. Let's see how this one's turned out. Pretty excited by this. This looks very like, it's like hard edge 70s art meets abstract expressionist. It's like, I love it. Okay, yes, that looks cool as. And there you go, done. So this is a fun little thing to do at home. Gives you some cool, let's set them all up. The wind doesn't knock them over. There you go. Some great things to do at home when you're looking for something to do. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that video and we'll see you next time. Bye!